Hello, mentors. So let's discuss some symmetry types and really try to practice identifying symmetries. This is for the symmetry game. This is the Japanese patterns. You could also practice for other types of patterns. So let's see why these cards are classified like this. So no symmetry. This doesn't have symmetry at all. Rotation will move this, right, to here. The mirror also will move this. So this is really the problem, right? If we deleted this, we will have symmetry, but this destroys the symmetry. This is kind of similar. These three dots would move here if we do the mirror, the vertical. If we do with the horizontal, you'll see that this dot here goes here. So it's not too good. And how about rotating? Well, this doesn't really correspond here, this little dot. So there's many ways to see it, for example, like this, right? So yeah, you don't get the same. It's a little hard to see because a priori may see at first glance, but it's not, yeah, it's not gonna happen. Only rotation, these patterns here. So the center of rotation is here. You could see, right, this hook here, this part here, when you rotate it becomes this. So kind of piece by piece, you can see what's happening. And get it. Students could also do with, yeah, they could also do with tracing paper. They'll have, or other ways to check rotation. So yeah, this is a little difficult, but looking at the pieces, you'll see that it all checks. Same for this one. You see that this, think of it as a clock, right? As if you would have a big circle. And this would be kind of in a clock. So they could draw this. And yeah, every part kind of travels 180 degrees along this circle. So half a turn and becomes something that was already present in the shape. Even these two little circles, right? They rotate. This kind of 8 rotates and becomes the same 8. Okay, that's good. Only horizontal. Piece by piece, right? You see that these 3 dots become these 3 dots. These also reflects well. These are in the center, these 3 circles. So that's totally good. And then you see the rotation. So yeah, it takes a while to see it, but you get it. How about vertical? A little bit here, but other than that, yeah, it's just not gonna happen. For example, these 3 little dots don't reflect here to 3 dots. This is a little simpler. This is like a C shape. So or an arrow. We know that these type of shapes have horizontal line rotation, reflection. Only vertical line. This is kind of easy compared to the dots, in my opinion. If you trace this line here, let's do it. Yeah, you see that you just have a bunch of arcs and they reflect very well. It's very nice, by the way. This is the trickiest one because you would think that it has all symmetries, but look at this line here. So rotation fails because you would move the line that was on the bottom to the top. So it only has vertical line. Reflection symmetry. All 3, this does. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, this does. It's a little tilted, but it will. And this Japanese pattern here, let's take a look here. It has all this rotation. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, let's discuss this. So just a little tilted. Let's flip it vertically. Yeah, it tilts a little bit, so I guess you need, yeah, we need to just move it, make it just a little like this to have it. So that's probably the hardest, these Japanese patterns. And something about this, as you saw in the Canvas homework, will tolerate, as with this one, with the symmetry, will tolerate for this pattern here, and these patterns will have some tolerance, meaning that it's an approximate symmetry. But this is really like an X, right? So we'll have some tolerance here, for example, on the V line. Let's take a look. It's not exactly right because this is like arts, which is just an approximation. It's not exact, like computer generated, but we'll take it as such. We'll tell students from the get-go that for these cards, you can work with an approximate symmetry and encourage them to decide that that's fine. So again, in the Canvas homework, we discussed this in detail. All symmetries here also work. Yeah, actually this H line would also be, will also make it work as all symmetries. Let's check here. So we're going to just, we're going to just fix it here and put it here. This also has all symmetries, as you can see. This only has horizontal line symmetry. This again with some tolerance, the bravery. It gets rotation symmetry. This is a little tricky also, the God is supreme, but look that if you rotate it, you actually get approximately the same shape. It's not the case for reflecting because look at these orientations here, kind of going up for these kind of lines here. But if you reflect, you clearly change the orientation of these parts. So it doesn't work. And same for this. It doesn't have symmetry at all because, of course, rotating will not work. You could think that vertically would work, but doesn't because, right, you see this C part. Yeah, it just becomes like a D or like a, it changes the orientation. So that's for this video, just to give a sense on how to check the symmetries. This would be the same. And some are very quick to check. For example, this one, some take more time to really realize, and you have to go kind of through parts. For example, this making sense when you, let's say, do some flip. Here we just did a flip, that you get the same shape, finding the center and such and such. These are kind of fun. So here we just did Villa to make it rotational symmetry. Or later we decided no symmetry, so we kept the same logo. And for car, it almost had some symmetry. So but it didn't. So we wanted to, we just decided to copy the rocket here and here and shifted the star and so on to have only H line, horizontal line symmetry. Okay, so hope you like the video. We'll make the corrections for this, for coaching, so that these freedom, so that students will have actually 3 options for all 3, and for only line reflection, just this one. And hope you have fun in this great activity. Thank you. See you in the next video.